that you believe in Hashem, then that has to mean more than just you believe that there's a creator. So the Chovat HaLevavot starts off by telling you that just this concept of saying, I believe that the world has a creator who brought the world into existence from non-existence, and there is none like him, and to acknowledge his unity, to serve him with one's heart, all of these things really require a person to understand what they're saying. In order for us to understand what the Chovot HaLevavot is saying, we have to go to school. But not, chas v'shalom, the schools of today, rather the school of the Rambam. As the Rambam from 800 years ago detailed us the words of the Chovot HaLevavot. We're going to read some of them to try to understand what really is being said here. The Rambam in Ilchot Yesodei Torah, as we discussed previously, he gives us the foundation of belief in Hashem, the foundation of connection to the Torah. First halacha is the foundation of all foundations and the pillar of all wisdom is to know that there is a primary being who brought all existence into being. All the entities in the heavens, the earth, and what is between them came into existence only from the truth of his being. So if a person does not want to believe that Hashem created everything from nothing, then that means that they are not only rejecting Judaism, rejecting the Torah, but more than anything else, they're rejecting reality. Now, of course, people are going to say, yeah, but you have all types of theories out there. You have the evolutionists, the evolution theory, but anyone that really investigated that can see that it's complete nonsense. Not only because it's all theoretical being preached as actual facts, but also because evolution itself doesn't make any sense. Now the Gemara in Masechet Chagiga, page 12a, talks about how HaKadosh Baruch Hu started everything from a point. Before everything existed, in Parashat Bereshit, there was just him, En Od Milvado, there was nothing else but him. And then he started everything from a point which he continued expanding, and then he roared at the heavens and said, enough, die. And that's why he's called the God that said die. The El Shaddai means the God that said enough expanding. So from here we see that there is a point of truth in the falsehood of evolutionists. Where they go astray is they simply say that there wasn't a God that created the first point. And furthermore, the expansion continues, and in fact, it even continues within Earth, within all of the planets apparently. Where there's evolution, things are constantly trying to evolve into something else. What they cannot understand, and they cannot explain, is things like, where did the first point come from? Okay, let's say everything started with a point. Where did it start from? Who started it? Never in creation can you ever say that something came out of nothing. There's always had to be something. Even the evolution itself had to start from somewhere. And in essence, what the Chovot HaLevavot is telling us, when you see the creation, you understand the glory of God. And that's also what the Rambam says. Multiple